We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next. Today on an all-new Daily Helpline, comedian and actress Miss Loni Love.
Some things is just between me and the Lord. That's it.
Everyone to know who I am. Maybe I don't even know.
But I think you need to stop reading and start living.
What's the hardest part?
Not feeling like I have support and like everybody leaves me. I know what it's like. You try to do something different in your life. Totally relate to what you're saying right now.
Oh, it's like, just say it already. It's like.
Tell me anything you want to tell him. Tell Andrew something.
Oh.
What makes you, what does he do to make you upset?
Hello, and welcome to the Daily Helpline. I'm Miles Edcock.
And I'm Spirit. Joining us today is one of the funniest women in television. She's one of the hosts of the Fox new talk show, The Real. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome comedian and actress Miss Loni Love.
I'm trying to get with Miles. He got all his teeth. I like that. I couldn't wait to come on the show.
And they're
I'll
white
take one.
too.
Yeah,
Beautiful. You are hilarious.
Thank you.
Did you always know that you were this funny?
No, but
No?
I knew I was funny when I was working as an engineer for General Motors because I was the worst engineer in the United States of America. Anybody out there driving a 1992 Chevrolet Cutlass, take that car back because I built it. I'm so sorry.
How'd you make the transition from engineering to comedy?
Well, you know, I wanted to do something different with my life. I wanted to help people and I wanted to meet people. And being an engineer, you help people, but you help them in a different way.
Right.
And when you are an entertainer, it's a whole different type of thing. And I actually started stand-up in college. So I kind of dibbled and dabbled to do it. And then once I became an engineer, I was just bored one day. And I said, you know what? I'm just gonna do something different. I'm gonna take the risk.
Really?
And I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna become a stand-up. And I left my job. We had a layoff. And I went to my boss. I said, save somebody else's job and lay me off. I did that in 2002, and I haven't looked back. So, and I'm on the Daily Helpline now.
Wow. and I would be remiss. We have to talk about the new show this fall because we want everybody to know where they can see you.
Very excited. My new
Congrats.
talk show is called The Real. It's myself and 4 other fabulous, bold females: Tamar Braxton, Tamara Mowry, Jeannie, Adrian.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have a great time. It premieres September 15th.
Okay. We have a lot of folks, you talk about help and therapy and all that good stuff. We do. We have a lot going on today. But first off, we want Loni to chime in on the headlines with us. And so we've picked some today. We want you to take a look at today's Daily Dose. So are you guys ready?
Yes.
You guys
Let's
ready?
do it.
Okay, you're ready. Now let's take a look at this first one.
Got a mom that learns her 15-year-old son was watching adult movies, and she called the cops. That's extreme. So let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you a little bit more about what happened, though, because she was watching it, and he had a 2-year-old sister that turned the TV on, and there it was. And so she got exposed to it, and the mom's reaction was that she requested that a report be done to document the situation. So
But she called the cops?
she called the cops.
She's the mama. So, okay, so I get, because she was like, okay, I'm gonna protect myself. And since he's 15 and my child has now been exposed to pornography or some type of pornographic behavior, I want it to be documented.
Adult television on daytime.
Adult entertainment. Then she decided, hey, this needs to be documented with law enforcement.
Well, do you think she went too far?
I do.
My parents used the police too because we knew them all. They were neighbors, and so
See?
if they wanted to send a message, they'd call the police officer and have him come over and pick me up and take, you know, whatever it is.
So
I
maybe
think
there's more to
there was
it that we
leverage, and
can't
plus
see.
he's 15. There's a lot of 15-year-old men that could find those movies,
The
and they're
wake-up
probably
call?
watching them. I think it was an accident with the girl, but in order to drive a message home, I think it was a smart call.
Okay, so let's take a look at this one too, because now I thought this was interesting. Now, a recent survey reports that 1 in 5 people are keeping a big secret from their spouse. And by big, they mean big enough to break up a marriage.
Ooh.
And so I wonder, when it comes to secrets in your relationships, are there some secrets that should never be told, or should you tell your spouse everything?
It's some things. It's
Her
just
face
between
says it
me and the
all.
Lord. That's it. Just because somebody put a ring on it don't mean I gotta tell all my business to them. I'm sorry.
Really?
Okay?
Really? So what kind of secrets would you keep in a marriage?
It's some stuff I did in '96. I
He said as long as the police report doesn't come out.
Exactly.
Huh? So, but seriously though, like
They
within
cleared
a
the
marriage-
charges. That's all I know. Just can't tell everything.
So, but would there be anything that you could do within your marriage that you would still keep a secret?
You know, honestly, I mean, all jokes aside, yes, you do want that trust, you do want that honesty, but if you really value your relationship, I mean, and you know that it's gonna cause something, logically, I wouldn't say anything. If I want to keep my man, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. He got to find out through my auntie or somebody, you know. But I'm not gonna tell.
But here, here's the thing. I looked into this study a little bit, and one of the interesting pieces is that you would assume that a lot of small secrets over time are what breaks down a marriage or relationship, but they actually say more times than not it's one big one that one or the other is holding, and it's usually infidelity, financial infidelity. But those are the big ones. That's a real deal, especially if it's happened within the marriage, not something that happened before. So would you hold that?
See, that's why I don't want to get married. This is too complicated. See, this is. What do you think, though?
Well, I think you're absolutely right, and I can tell you in private practice, a lot of the secrets that I see between couples are things like that they've either loaned out money or they've allocated money somewhere else, so they've kind of stolen from the marriage, that they've had those one-night stands or they're having affairs that they never told about, or even things as serious as they've terminated pregnancies and not told their partner. I mean, major secrets that obviously, if you were to find out, could break up a marriage. If you don't want to have to tell it, then don't do it. That's what makes it the easiest.
You're right.
That's what makes it the easiest. But I get it's the holier than thou principle. I get it, but that's still just my take.
I got you.
So we've got a lot more when we come back. So keep it locked, and we'll be back right after this. Coming up.
Every day to get up, it takes strength. I totally relate to what you're saying right now.
We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.